Alright, good morning everyone. So this is the pre-market prep for SPY. This is February 27th, 2023, so it's Monday today. I'm going to show you kind of how I add all my levels and my zones, and then I'm going to draw my supply and demand zones, and then explain to you how I go about, doing this every morning. So I'm going to go into my indicators. You can see I already have VWAP and my MACD and my volume on there. After that, I go into my invite-only script. So I normally just turn on the indicator with fibs and then the additional SPY fibs, but today I want to test out something I created. So I created a bunch of key levels on SPY. So if I click on SPY key levels, you'll see that we have all of these levels here. You can see how they're respected as intraday support and resistance. So as opposed to like needing to draw those gray lines from previous days, I already have all these supports and resistances, so that should help me a lot. And then I can go ahead and throw on the SMT indicator with the fibs, and then that gives me some additional levels. So now you can see here I have levels to the up and the downside. Now I can turn on the additional fibs. It might get a little cluttered, so if I turn on the additional fibs here, you're going to see a lot more lines pop up, and now I have a ton of different price targets. So I'm going to keep these enabled. It might be a little cluttered, so it might be better to just do the normal fibs and the key levels, but I'm just doing a little bit of experimentation, so we'll see how that goes today. Anyway, so these are the levels that I add. So now I'm going to go to the 15-minute chart and grab my zones. So of course we're going to look at yesterday's, or I guess it would be Friday's low of day, as well as high of day zones. So we're going to go to the rectangle tool. I'm going to grab this zone right here. That was the low of day zone, and then we're going to go and grab the high of day zone, which we can do from right there. So that's a couple of zones. Now I want some more to the upside and the downside, so I'm going to go and look at some more potential zones to grab. So we have the high of day from over here, and this is from Thursday. I can also do the high of day from Wednesday, and then that gives us that level. And then we have the, let's see what else we can grab. We can grab the low of day from Tuesday, just like that. So now we have various different levels to the upside. Now you can see what we can do is if we expand this zone slightly higher, we can actually encompass the low of day from Wednesday. So that would make this a very strong zone. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see if we can capture both of those. So what we can do is we can start here, and then we can encompass the high of day like that. And so that gives us a stronger demand zone for today. So now we have a good amount of zones to the upside. Takes us all the way up to 402.19. So now let's try looking at zones to the downside. So if we see we don't have price action below 393 for quite a while, so we're going to have to scroll a little bit further back to grab those below 393. So this is, here we go. So now you can see here we can have some zones that we can grab below 393. So we have this zone right here. This is a pretty large one. Let's see right here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's grab this zone. It's a pretty large zone. And then we can go even lower and grab this low of day. This will take us all the way down to the 380s. And let me see if I want to grab anything else here. I have low of day zone right here. Let me see what this looks like. Let's go back to present time. Okay, this is good. And that takes us all the way down to 391, which is probably more than we need since we're at 398 right now. Okay, so there we go. So those are the zones that I'm going to be using today, as well as all of my levels. So I think that's good for the pre-market prep, and then hopefully this helps you guys throughout the day.